Summer rock and roll, I-95, I95rock.com with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ethan, I don't know how else to say this. I'm very excited to have this guy on, Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hey, Chad.
Oh, hey, Chad.
Hey, fellas, how are you this morning?
It's awesome to have you on, man. The new show, well, it's been on for a little while. Landmarks Live in Concert. This is so cool. We just checked out the sizzle reel for the upcoming Foo Fighters episode. Tell us about the show and your role as the host.
Yes, I'm the host of this wonderful travel/music show, and you know it's just what a great opportunity to be able to be on the PBS and to showcase these iconic artists and bands in iconic landmark situations and venues around the world. And I don't know, how I ended up doing this, but here I am. I'm stretching out.
Do you ever feel like it's got to be weird when you do these cool interviews with the performers? Do you feel sidelined, like you want to get out there and play?
I have to say, when the Foo Fighters, who are my good friends for a long time, and when they were playing at the Acropolis in Athens, Greece, which is a 2,500-year-old venue that no other rock band has ever played, I got to say I have a tinge of like, I really want to get up there, No, I'm so happy for them, and what a great opportunity, really a once-in-a-lifetime, I think. And if you watch the show on Friday, you see Dave say, we've done some crazy shows in 20 years, but this probably could be the craziest one.
Tell me.
Yeah, it's fun, really, really, really fun, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Tell me you didn't think about this, going up on stage during their show, the Acropolis, grabbing the sticks, pushing the drummer off his stool, and starting to drum.
Well, I actually did that. They just cut it out.
What was the landmark that you got to visit as the host of this show that you had never been to and were most blown away by?
Well, so far, it definitely was this one. I mean, the Acropolis in Athens, the beginning, basically that whole area of Greece, with the Parthenon and Poseidon's, and of course the Acropolis and everything around it. It's a 3,400-year-old city, and I'd been to Greece before with Chili Peppers and played a concert there, but I never had the opportunity to see everything the way that I did. And it was really the energy in this place. This is really the big bang of Western civilization. I mean, the things that we sort of take for granted about democracy, the Supreme Court, and all these really historical things happened there first. And once I had the opportunity to go around with the Minister of Culture, and she told me, all these really, great things about it, which are in the show as well. But then to go with the guys and be part of I'm not part of the show of them playing, but I'm standing on stage, and as the sun's going down, I'm looking up over the venue, and there's the Parthenon in the background, and I'm like, okay, this is not, the Prudential Center in New Jersey. No offense.
No.
A fine landmark in its own right. But, something just that you never would think would happen. And so we filmed it, and it's beautiful, and I hope everybody gets a chance to check it out.
Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers joining the Ethan and Lou show, talking about the show Landmarks Live in Concert on PBS. It's sort of a wide array of artists that you have on the show here. Are there going to be any interesting, unexpected collaborations coming out of your time meeting and talking with these people?
You never know. I did one with Andrea Bocelli in Italy, and he invited me to his home in Tuscany, and it's basically Andrea Bocelli town. He's got a restaurant and vineyards, and he rides horses, and I did all this stuff with him. But, obviously he's the opera singer, but he plays the piano, keyboards very, very well. And we ended up jamming in his, man cave. and he played like this funk thing, and I was like, who knew that Andrea Bocelli plays funk? This is great.
You jammed with Andrea Bocelli?
Yeah.
Holy
there's other stuff you don't see. We played Beatles songs. So what's really cool about the show is, for me, is I get to see how these artists tick, and they feel a little more comfortable talking to me. I think because I'm also a musician and an artist, we have that common ground, and so they're more comfortable. And it's been really rewarding to find out how these, how their creative process, everything about it, and so far it's been really really fun. Yeah, it's great.
Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers joining the show. Chad, did you ever think that you and the other members of the Chili Peppers would make it to the elder statesman status?
I just came from a classic rock station here in New York.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you guys are classic rock. I'm like, I guess Give It Away is 27 years old. Yeah, I guess so. I think of like Led Zeppelin and the Doors. We're just happy to be doing what we're doing and what we love to do, and we just finished a long tour and played to sold out places everywhere. It's amazing to me that I'm still doing it and people are still coming, and we're so grateful. So yeah, man, it's the only thing I really know how to do, so I'm going to keep doing it.
I've always thought about you guys. By the way, we're huge fans here at I-95. We play all the music, and I'm a huge fan, and I always think about, when I think of your band, what the creative process of writing a song must be like for you guys. I mean, you have some of the most off-the-wall characters in one room. Who is the quarterback of getting everybody?
Padded room.
What's that?
Padded room.
A padded room. Yeah, who's the quarterback of getting everybody focused? Is it an unexpected
it's like
person?
herding cats sometimes. When we get together in a room, and that's how we write our songs. It's really no different than when we started. We just get in. If somebody's got an idea, it's very collaborative. There's no one guy that has the song and here, learn this, and we all have our input and creatively, and very rewarding in that way, certainly for a drummer. And that's part of the chemistry of our group, and I think part of the longevity that we've had is that's part of the reason. But you never know how a song's going to come about, and you go in at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes you come out at 6 o'clock and you've got a piece of music that you didn't have before. It's fantastic.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why you guys always have your shirts off?
Because we're we're just so buff. The rest of the time we're in the gym.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and when you're 55, it's a lot of work. A lot of work and steroids.
Chad
Performance-enhancing drugs.
Good
thing there's no drug testing in rock and roll.
Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's the host of the show Landmarks Live in Concert. You can catch it on PBS Friday nights at 9 o'clock. The upcoming episode, which is tomorrow night, features the Foo Fighters performing at the Acropolis in Greece. Chad, thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate it.
My pleasure, Ethan and Lou. You guys have excellent musical taste, let me tell you. Smart, handsome. I can't see you, but I can tell. Powerful men. Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Chad.
You're welcome.
See you, buddy.
That goes to the top of the list. My new #1 favorite interview of all time. Absolutely. No question.
If you're a rock and roll fan, you must watch this show. It's unbelievable.
I can't believe that we hadn't heard about it already.
I know.
So the new episode, Landmarks Live, tomorrow night, Chad Smith, the Chili Peppers hosting. Foo Fighters are the featured band, and they play at the Acropolis in Greece, which is Bonker Town.
Now, you're going to do a blog about this, right?
Well, yeah, I'm just going to write a bunch of stuff, whatever the minimum amount of words is.
Yeah.
So that people will see it.
And then the
interview
gotcha.
will be in there in case you just caught the end of it, the Chad Smith interview of the Chili Peppers.
Check and double check. It's coming up on 9 o'clock. Ethan and Lou, I-95.